Hello Explorers, welcome back. It is that time of the month where we cashed off my YouTube paycheck into my retirement. So, before we count this, I want to say thank you guys so much because this is actually the largest YouTube paycheck that I've gotten this year. Still not what I was getting last year, and that's not to do with anything that I'm doing. It has nothing to do with what you guys are doing. It really comes down to YouTube changing literally everything, I guess. So yeah, but we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to be excited about the fact that this is the largest YouTube paycheck I've gotten this year, which, funny enough, July last year, the paycheck that I got in July of last year was also the largest paycheck I had ever gotten last year. And to date, it's actually the largest YouTube paycheck I've ever gotten. So maybe July is just our month every year. I don't know. Well, technically it would be June's paycheck. You just get it in July. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 170, 180, 190, 200, 10, 20, 30, 240, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 300, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $317. Yay! Alright, so that means that we are getting to put that into my retirement binder for Corey and I. Let's start off right off the bat with, was I putting 53 in this, or was I just doing, nope, I guess I was doing 53. So I was going to have him go to the bank today and get me some 50s so I could swap this out, but I did not. So I will, let me see if I can find some other ones to put in here, because I don't want to use, since I'm not going to come back in here and take them out, I don't want to use ones that haven't made it through Superbucks yet. Oh, there's like no ones in here, is there? Wait, there's a K-Buck. There's a K-Buck. Perfect. Okay, because this money is going to sit in here for a very long time, aside from the fact that I will go in and switch the 20s and 10s for 50. So we have $53 going into this binder. And this is my 52-week mini binder. I have two of them. So one of them covers 6 months. The other one covers the other 6 months. I do my 52 weeks different from everybody else because I don't like it to take a year. So when I do it, I do week 1 and week 52 at the same time, which makes it $53. Week 2, week 51. So basically the highest and the lowest, and I keep going highest to lowest until you meet in the middle. And by doing that, you're putting in $53 every time you cash stuff it. So it takes it from being a 1-year challenge down to a 6-month challenge. And it just means that you can, if you have it in your budget, it's easier to do because you're not, you're budgeting the exact same amount every time you cash stuff it. Now this one is still going to take me longer than 6 months to do, because I'm only cash stuffing into it once a month when I do my YouTube. But that's okay. I needed somewhere to put money when I have these like larger payouts. So yeah. Alright, let's do roll the dice. And I'm going to roll 2. So we have $10. Looks like this one was colored, but it came off. So let's do a 6 and a 4. Here's a 4. Here's a 6. So that is $10 going into there. I don't know how much this one brings in. I don't know if I've ever actually finished this one. I've started this one so many times, and then I just move it around. Alright, this one is from Carmen at the Humble Budgeter, and it brings in $50. Did we scratch any? We did. We scratched that 8 last time. So we have 6 7. I thought this one was fitting because, oh my goodness, I just cleaned this out and it just spit out scratch off dust everywhere. Like, oh, I think it's still spitting it out everywhere. What is, oh my goodness, it wasn't on all the way. It's literally all over the table. I know you guys can't see it because it's like super fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to come in with a paper towel and some spray later. Anyways, since this is gonna be our retirement, I thought this one was kind of fitting just because we're gonna be relaxing. So in this one, we now have $18. Okay. Next up, we have a 2025 one, and this is from Summer at My Creative Savings. Might have to trim this down just a tiny bit to get it to fit in there a little bit better. And you know what? I think I remember how I did this last time. So we're going to go over 4 and down 3. So we're putting in 27. If that's not how I did it last time, it's how I'm doing it this time. So that I don't have to choose. So 25, 6, 7. So in this one so far we have 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, 68. Need that to dry. Corey is making us grilled cheese and soup because we had spaghetti last night, and so now we're just trying to eat something with the stuff we have in the house. I've been trying to do that where like we'll make a meal one night and then the next night we just kind of eat something random around the house. And I was like, you know what, you got bread? Because we went to Disney the other day and we did not spend a single dime at Disney. We packed a lunch and we took it with us. So we had bought bread to make sandwiches to take to Disney with us. So I was like, wait, we have bread. Let's have grilled cheese before that bread goes bad. And then we all had soup in there. The only person who doesn't eat soup, though, is Wrigley. But he'll have, like, wings or something from the freezer. Alright, this one is also from Summer. And that is 18. Summer, you are killing me with these big numbers. Oh, well, it does say it's 11 to 19. There's some big numbers. Oh, this one doesn't want to scratch. And it has nothing to do with Summer. I've had it up in my cabinet in the heat, and so then the stickers tend to start melting and they become like gooey. Alright, so 18, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So in this one we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48. And all of these challenges are just going into my retirement, so they're all going to the same fund. This one is from Ira at Ira Budgets. He is a UK cash stuffer. He does have a YouTube channel. Save 110 for whatever floats your boat. We've got quite a few 20s back there. Let's just go ahead and do a 20. And get one of those 20s out of the way. Alright, so in this one we have 20, 30, 45. Trying to use up some of my other challenges so that I'm not buying a bunch for this one, for this book, this binder, I should say. This is another one. The next couple are going to be from him. I had bought his savings challenge books and we did a bunch of the game ones. These are the ones that I just haven't used yet, so that's what we're doing. I'm just going through and using them. Since we did the highest on the last one, let's do a low one on this one. And we'll just do one of these 5s. This way I'm not spending more money than necessary on challenges, and we're going through some of them. So we have 10, 25. I'd rather spend money on my themed binders for trips and stuff. So this one, cross off all the dots to save 500. We're going to use this as our catch-all. Since each dot is $1, this is like the perfect catch-all. I need to put this one in the back so we get to it at the very end. All right. This one I decided to make a roll and save. So let's go ahead and do 2 of them. So we're putting $8 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll color 2 of the why can't I think of the word? The crystal balls. This one was kind of fitting though, unintentionally, because it says saving for the future. And I really just picked this one because it was one that hadn't been done yet. We'll color in the stars on this one. This one, since we have it out. Let's do this one. Totally said Wrigley won't eat soup, but then I remembered Lennox won't eat grilled cheese. So, Lennox will probably have soup, Wrigley will have grilled cheese. I will have both. Okay. So that is done. We're not going to count this one because it's going to be completely random since I'm using it as a roll and save. All right. This one is from Lemon Ivy. We are putting $3. We're going to go ahead and do, we'll go ahead and do 2. And 12. So we're putting 15 into this one. You guys, I'm doing really well. So, okay, so in this one we have 10, 25, 26, 27. I had told Corey that when we got back from Paris, we were not going to do any takeout until after our next trip because they were super close together and we needed to be saving money and just... Plus, we definitely didn't want takeout. When we come back from trips, we do not want takeout. We can't wait to get home and, like, cook. But now that it's been, over a month since we've been back, I am dying. I want Chipotle so bad. And Cane's. I want a bowl from Chipotle and I want Cane's. So bad. I did cave one time. Last week we spent $16 at McDonald's because it was like midnight and I told Corey, I was like, I need something to eat. I need something. And we didn't have like any meat. None of the grocery stores were open, but I needed some kind of like meat. So I just had him go get me, a cheeseburger from McDonald's and then get the kids whatever they wanted. So that is $6. But otherwise, I've done really well, and it's killing me because, like I said, I want Chipotle bowl, and I want Cane's so bad. I'm dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can't spend the money. We need to save as much money as possible for our trip next month, next month. I keep forgetting when you guys are going to see these because I've technically filmed through Sunday of this coming week. And I filmed those last week. I tend to film on Thursdays. But since this is my YouTube paycheck, it just came yesterday. Well, it came Monday. I got the money. I got the money together on Tuesday, and I'm filming on Tuesday. So you guys will see it Wednesday. So I keep forgetting. In my other videos, I kept having to reference, as though it was already August. Whereas, since you guys are seeing this one so soon after I film it, it's only going to be July 23rd. So, in this one we have $20, $30, $40. But yeah, since they're so, like, we have this trip at the end of the month, at the end of next month. I have less than a month away. I have got to save because I still have to pay almost $2,000 for the hotel when I get there, and then spending in food money, and then whatever, you know, activities we decide to do. So, yeah, I gotta save money. $5. Plus, obviously, any bills that are due for August, because I haven't paid August bills yet. So in this one, we have 35. All right, we still have a good amount of money left. I'm going to go ahead and do another one in here, because we have it to do. 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. Kind of fun not having to wait until the whole binder is done to be able to like put money into the retirement, because the last time when we started this binder, I was doing a box challenge, a retirement box challenge. So I waited until the challenge was completely finished before counting it and adding it into the account, but now we can just do it as challenge is complete, which is really fun. Okay, are there any that are close-ish to finishing? Probably not, because we just started most of these. This one's not super far. We only did one on here. Let's do another one. So we only do this binder once a month. I hate when scratch-offs overlap and you can't scratch them off completely. That drives me crazy. So $4 going into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what this one brings in. It does not say on it. I don't know who this one is from. It also doesn't say that. Okay. I think this could be a really short video if we just took this and did a third one in there. Which, I mean, I kind of want to. Because this one's gonna take a long time to do anyways. But I would need to go through and get some bucks for it. And just make this a short video. Since I don't normally post on Wednesdays anyways, I'd be totally fine with that. Let's see. So I don't think I have... Oh, I do have another binder next to me that I could do. There's not going to be any ones in there. There's 2 ones in there, but they're not anything we need. Here's one. Okay. So 1, 2. So what I'm going to do is take this 5 and break it and get me some 1s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since I'm taking these 2, I need to put 2 in there. Okay, so we're going to do a third one in here, which I'm not mad at, because that still means we cash stuffed $167 into the binder. Well, $158, I think, actually. Because we put 53 in here 3 times, so that's $159, I think. Okay. So, let's see what else we can do. Let's do some roll the dice. 10 again. So let's take that 10. Color in 2. So we got a 4 here. And where's our 6? A 6. Let that dry. Alright, see what we have left. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So $23 left. Let's do this. Let's go to this one. Not this one. Yeah, we'll go to this one and we'll do the 20 on here. And then we'll only have 10s and 5s left on here. So let's do 10 there. 5, 10, 15, 20. So now in this one, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. 65. And now all the 20s are marked off, which will be really nice. And then we're going to take those 3 ones and go back here to our catch-all and mark off 3 spots. I am going to condense these 5 ones back for a 5. And I was coloring these in purple. So we have 1, 2, 3. This one's going to save a lot. Like, it's going to get to a point where we probably won't be using it as a catch-all anymore. We'll be trying to complete it. Maybe. I don't know. Or I can just keep this as a catch-all forever, but every time it hits 100, we cash it out and put it into the, put a placeholder in. Since this binder doesn't really have a completion date, we're just continuously going to be adding challenges in, because as long as I'm getting YouTube paychecks, we're going to be doing this. And even beyond that, I thought about this. So I thought about the way that it works now. Every time the kids are a part of any of my campaigns, I automatically transfer a set amount of money into their high yield. So like today, I finally got paid from one of my partnerships. Both kids, even though they didn't do anything for the partnership, I did use footage of them in my video for the partnership. So even though they didn't have to do any work, it was footage that I already had of them. They were still used in a video that I was paid for. So once I got paid, I went ahead and transferred that amount that Corey and I had determined is the set amount that we pay them each time. I've already transferred that to Lennox's high yield, and I've transferred that same amount to Wrigley's high yield. But I was thinking, maybe every single time we do a partnership and get paid, we give ourselves that same amount of money. Not each, because realistically, we need to live off of this money. This is our income. And sometimes on bigger campaigns where I'm paid more, I can afford to do that. I can afford to do more. But sometimes if it's just like a set of stories that I'm putting up on Instagram, the pay is a lot less. So it would be a significant amount of money coming out of that paycheck. And I don't really want it to be a percentage. I just want it to be a flat amount of money. So I was thinking, maybe every time we get paid for a partnership, we take $50, regardless of if it's a large paycheck or a small paycheck. We just take $50 and we set it aside to go into the retirement binder. And that's kind of like our pay to ourselves. It's not a substantial amount of money, but it's also going to add up. And it's going towards, 1, a savings, 2, an investment, and 3, our future, like our retirement. So I'm thinking that's what we might start doing, just to start getting some more money going into retirement. Because I feel like we're super behind and we need to be contributing more. $200 to $300 a month is not enough to contribute towards retirement for 2 people that are already in their 30s. Granted, I mean, yes, we technically have more than that because we also do our CD ladder, and I put $250 into that every single month, and I have now for 2 years. But even so, that's still not enough money. So, yeah, I think that's what I might start doing. Because originally I thought I would just transfer it over into that high yield the same way that I do with the kids. But now I'm thinking, since I do cash stuff into retirement, why not cash stuff it too? Just add it in every time. But then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how that would go because I do that binder once a month. So do I just pull that $50 every time we get paid and put it into an envelope, and then when we cash stuff into that binder once a month, I have the money? But then that's going to be a lot of money going into that binder, and almost too much money going in per cash stuffing. Or do I cash stuff into it maybe every, I don't know, every like other week, and just add it into one of my other videos where it's like, hey, we got a payout, so we're going to do $50 into this binder really quick kind of deal. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Like, I really do think that I want to do the $50. I'm just trying to determine like how I want to do it. So that is that. Now we're going to go to daily. And I went back and forth on how I was going to do the daily. So I have technically filmed through, like I said, next Sunday, which means that the daily, if we skip today, the daily goes in order. If we were to do today's, it would throw the daily out of order. Like if I were to do that, the daily we've been working on, the Tokyo Nights, it would throw it out of order. So I don't know if I want to do that, and then you guys are going to see further ahead now, and then you're going to be like watching the progress later. I don't know. Or if I just want to introduce a new daily now, and then you guys will see me pick it back up after you're caught up on videos. In which case things really wouldn't be messed up. So I'm torn on what I want to do. Or maybe I just do both. So here is why I didn't want to do the daily. Because you guys will watch me finish it today, and then tomorrow you're going to watch all of these happen, like over the next week. But I really do want to finish it because I want to get it in the high yield. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish it. So we've got $5, and this is from Jen at Teach Safe Travel. So we should have 100 here. 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. So now I take this, and we're not going to be starting a new Japan daily. We have our trip that's coming up is definitely a priority, so that's going to be the new daily until that trip is done, because we really just need to hammer money into that that trip. So this one is complete. Like I said, this is from Jen at Teach Safe Travel. I actually have a bunch of her challenges in my Etsy cart right now because I need to order some more challenges. You can have that on. So this will go here. You guys won't see this at the end of month video because what I will do is this will get transferred pretty much as soon as I'm done with this video. This will get transferred from my bank account to my high yield, my Japan high yield, and then I'll take this money and put it back into my challenge money. Just avoids having to go to the bank an extra time. Okay. I think I had some in here. Are any of these ones that I want to use? I don't think so. No. So none of those. So I think what we're going to do is just pick something from this binder to be the new daily. something that's not going to take a super long time. I really don't want to take this one because it's our only roll of the dice that's in this week. But you know what? Let's do it because I can always still do it in this binder. We can just do it both. So you'll see me on days that we cash stuff into this binder, you'll see me do this one twice because I'll do it for the binder and then I'll also do it as the daily, which I've done that in the past. So this is also from Jen at Teach Safe Travel. This is her United Kingdom. This is where we're going. I don't say it because the kids don't know. Obviously Corey knows where we're going. Alright, so we are going to roll 1 die on dailies. When I do the binder, I always roll 2. Okay, let's actually roll $5. So we have $5. Oh, that's perfect because we didn't have very many 5s done. Alright, so in this one, which brings in $294, we now have $20, $40, $50, $60, $70, $5, $76, $77, $78. So it doesn't look like we have that many done, but I mean, we're almost a third of the way there. It's not too shabby, and that'll start picking up as we with each day. So you're not going to see this one over the next several videos because those videos are already filmed. You will see it starting Monday again. Well, you'll see it in Thursday's video tomorrow because we do this binder. But aside from that, you won't be seeing it for a little bit. Alright guys, that is officially all that I have for you today. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you back here tomorrow for our UK trip binder. So until next time, bye!